Alright. Let's go, day 2. Ugh. Okay, so a recap of the first day. We found out that Simon and Isidore Barak were killed by a sand plague. And that's about all we found out. Today is the day Simon's body can be examined by Reuben. And that's when we'll find out for sure if it really is a sand plague. Let's see what the mission is. As of today, my mission remains obscure. The examination of Simon Kane, who is rumored to be a man of incredible longevity, may shake the very foundation of modern thanatology and the challenge exit. Yeah, this is all the same as it was before. Yeah, that hasn't changed actually. This is Pathologic. Yeah, what's happened so far is we spent the first day running around, chasing around fucking straws, trying to find who killed Simon Kane and Isidore Barak. We came to the step. No, I just sent once. Don't worry. we came to this town in the step to figure out why Simon Kane was apparently immortal. Evidently he's not immortal anymore, he's dead. We are in the theatre right now, on day 2, at 4:41 AM. Ah, shit. Immortality doesn't protect you from dangerous diseases, apparently, yeah. Let's see, where do we need to go? We haven't really got anywhere. So, I guess we just wait around until we get given something. I think we get the quest of the day at 6 AM. So we have about an hour to burn. I've also increased the bitrate of the stream a bit because I noticed when I was looking at the VOD that it was a bit low. So hopefully that'll be better now. Oh, fucking stuttering. There we go. $5 AM. Let's see, what do we have? We have a revolver with no bullets, 1 rifle bullet, gloves, bunch of meds, bunch of food, and a bunch of things we can sell. The game just naturally stutters because I'm playing it in windowed mode, so I can actually see the chat. It's not really built well for windowed mode. It works much better on full screen. But I only have one monitor, so you know. No, I can't afford it. Buy me one and I will. Oh, how ferocious Mother Nature is, for 'tis her wrath that has to be withstood. Why do you have 3? Fuck you. Let's see what he's got. He ain't got anything. Let's see a thief over there. Oh, there's a copter. I don't think I even have room. Oh, he's thrown his knife. Right, now there's. Yeah, I don't think I even have room for a second monitor, so you know. Alright, let's see what he's got. Money and the razor thing. Yeah, night all the thieves come out and shit, so you gotta be careful of those. That sound effect indicate— oh shit. I think he missed. Yeah, he missed his knife. Ah, fuck. Ah, shit. Got him. That sound effect indicates whether you gain or lose reputation. If you hear a child crying, then you lose reputation. If they giggle and laugh and clap and all that, you gain reputation. Right now I've got maximum reputation because I'm a well-renowned doctor. But I need to use a bandage or two. Not a cheap mistake. There's a reason why it's like specifically a child. It's not just for giggles. There's an actual reason. Alright, let's see if we can approach this guy. Ah, fuck. Alright. Hey, we got his knife and a lockpick. How about that? That'll be handy. Yo! Hold up. I ain't seen a dog in this game before. I've heard him. I haven't seen him though. Shit. Let's follow it. Maybe it's leading somewhere. It's definitely going somewhere. But where? Ah, shit. Oh, there's two of them. Ah, fuck. Oh, he's... Where'd our dog go? Oh, it's 6 PM, but we haven't got a job yet. That's... Guess we just have to wait. And buy some bandages when I'm at it. What's my health looking like? Yeah, I need to use a bandage. There we go. Let's go in here. That's the one. See if any of these houses are unlocked. See what kind of meds we can get. How expensive are these right now? 220 for alpha tablets. 550 for Meridom. 660 for a tourniquet, Jesus. Yeah, it's a shame, but... %. No, that's on like 58%. I'm surprised it's still standing. 94%. Oh, there's a oh, he's throwing his knife, okay. Yeah, these guys drop a lot of money, so I want to make sure I get as many as I can, when I can. This food is going to get very expensive. Oh. Give me a moment. This game does not play well in windowed mode. Let's see, time's it? Almost 7 AM. I should be getting something soon. Check out the crows still. Never really buy crows. But you can get some useful stuff. Those are expensive. I can't afford those. I have to get kerosene. much. Same, at the same prices. Oh, there's a guy. Ah, there we go. The morning of the second day has come. Infected people. Infected yesterday, 20 people. Died yesterday. Oh, fuck. Day 2 on which the Bachelor gets to restructure authority. That's equal. Fucking, ah, shit. I fucked that one up, didn't I? Okay, let's see. Nothing yet. Okay, it's 7 AM when it becomes morning. Get some bandages. Ah, there we go. Or something. Could have sworn that indicated that you got something. Not sure what though. Oh, we're doing for hunger. See how much is food now? Oh yeah, food's already getting expensive. Yeah, it's already getting there. Dried meat though. And bread. Oh yeah, bread's expensive. See what I can sell. Need. Got a bunch of these. Buy dried meat. Let me just check OBS a moment. Closing Firefox did the trick. There we go. Much smoother now. Oh, can we not use this one now? I guess that one's infected. Right, well if I was to guess, I should probably go speak to the Canes. And if not, find Ruben in the warehouses. He's selling nothing. Oh, nice. Who the fuck's pinging me everywhere? There we go. Alright. I was just getting some everyone pings. Let's check out see what Victor's got to say. If he has anything to say.
I feel as though my blood is getting thicker. An omen, is it not?
Can I help you? You wanted me to find the murderer for you? I have, but no one would listen to me. Yes, Georgie is beside himself. However, I don't have any power to defy his orders. He is the eldest in the family. I'm doing everything I can to make him face the terrible truth. Simon wasn't immortal. But that neither entitles nor compels us to despair. What can I do for you? Before you leave this place, please, save as many people as you can. I will reward you for every life you save. If only I could, I would get myself tools and medicine and walk around the town curing the infected. I'll do everything I can, I've said this many times. He hasn't really got anything interesting going on. Let's see what Georgie Kane's got to say.
Who in this town can replace Simon? There's no one. The brain was removed from its head, the heart from its chest.
Do we still have a shred of hope? There is going to be an outbreak in the town. Face the truth, Judge. We cannot bring your brother back, but we can avert another tragedy. I do not wish to believe this. I need the truth, but I need it proven, not based on revelations. If what you say is true, Doctor, the labor of our life is condemned. We will seek a different answer till the very end. A wise man once dropped a coin in the dark, but kept looking for it under a streetlight only because there was more light there. Need I say he found nothing? It is you who wants to look under the street lamp. I'm encouraging you to make another journey into the darkness. But what for? You said you trust my opinion? Well, here it is. Simon has died of the plague. Admitting he died like that means letting the killer escape. If we acknowledge that no murder took place, the murderer will have a chance to flee. I need to know what exactly it was that sufficed to end Simon's life. Do not mistake it for senile obstinacy, Doctor. It's my final attempt to save us all. I can't say I agree with your line of thinking. He hasn't got anything good to say. Fucking fool he is. Alright, let's who else is there? Let's see. I think it's Peter Stomatin, and we need to find... If I recall correctly, he's up here. Okay, I think that's probably shit AM. Okay, let's rush over to Peter Stomatin's place. I think he's the person we need to see today. See, can we get some bandages? Yes, we can. Right, let's... There we go. Alright. He's just up here then. Yeah. Look at that ladder. That ladder's way taller than it needs to be. But even if you was to like knock it down so it's ground level, that ladder has no right to be that tall. And this fucking guy. This guy's the architect of the town, by the way, so everything that doesn't make sense is his fault. And you are immediately greeted with this thing. And interesting choice of interior decoration. You can also see his polyhedron sketches. Quite proud of.
You're close. I know that.
Look at this guy. I see the reflection of my epiphanies in your eyes. Who are you, my long-awaited guest? I'm Daniil Dankovsky. You are a good person to drink with and talk to. You will make no mistake by calling me Peter. Call me Andrei too. Just for the sake of diversity. And it won't be wrong either. What do you mean? Question time will be later. Let's drink some Twirine to our acquaintance. And don't you dare insult me by refusing. There is a retort in one of the cupboards. I think I didn't smash it yesterday. I was so pissed. Thank you, I will drink to your wit.
How respects old boy? He's a hero. He'll join Worms, the Tweer Gatherers, mark my word.
Can't shrug away the feeling that someone's scratching at the windowsill. Everyone is after a female figure. What is this? Vestiges of matriarchy? The Snake Mother? The Abyss? Yada yada? Actually, an unusual girl has been walking around our town lately. Did you know? They say she can work miracles with her bare hands. If I happen to meet her, I'll test her miraculous capabilities. She can probably ease my headache, right? One more paranormalist. The concentration of anomalies on such a small piece of land is beyond my comprehension. She heals the sick and incapacitated. Perhaps she's a healer. Perhaps a saint. And perhaps she's just a fraud. I like to believe she's a saint. The world around us is rather low on miracles. She's a fraud for sure. Oh, that didn't really get me much, did it? If we can...
We easily forget those faults, old boy, which are known only to ourselves. True, so true.
You seem to be depressed too. The dream mistresses are silent. This is both sad and strange. Quite. Sad and strange. Even Lady Katerina won't bestow her poisonous psalms upon us. Tell me about the dream mistresses. Mistresses used to have some inexplicable magnetic motherly power over us. Katerina's problem is that she's a turncoat. You can't just stop in your tracks between the ridge and the abyss. You have to either climb or fall. Falling is easy. Climbing is commendable. What do you mean? Nothing really. She's a false mistress. That is what bothers me. She doesn't have the right to see things. Seriously, my Twirine daydreams are better suited to change our life, because I am at least honest with myself and true to my conscience. I've never betrayed anyone. All my life I've only been doing the things that I believe to be true creative work. Change. I thought clairvoyants see the inevitable. We don't have clairvoyance any longer. We are orphans. Blind puppies in the darkness. Yeah. Never mind, have a drink. Right, he's not really got anything for me then. Let's check out Katerina then. She might have something. Otherwise, I'm at a loss. Because,
Don't you think you're in the clear?
So you have seen for yourself that people differ greatly. Sad but true. Some of them shine like stars, others are nothing but steppe grass. There is only one thing that makes them different. Truly outstanding people care for others and are even prepared to give up their lives for their fellow men. People of the crowd only care about themselves. Why are you telling me this? People will be willing to give up their lives to you, dear Bachelor, only to give you another chance to avert the thought of coming catastrophe. That is how you'll get to know them. Trust me. Will you accept the sacrifice? No, I don't accept anyone's sacrifices. My job is to save human lives, rather than to waste them. The life of a person can become a fee you will have to pay to see the events move forward. Unless you'd be willing to contribute. Of course, the motives will also differ, but their ability to give up their lives for a higher cause stays the same. Plague is the measure of humanity. I only hope they wouldn't do it without my knowledge. He hasn't got anything good to say. Almost 9 AM. We're getting awfully far into the day without having a quest to do.
Neither the sun nor death can be looked at without winking. Who said that?
So yesterday you told the Canes that we may possibly have to face an epidemic. I believe you, Bachelor. In all honesty, I am one of the few people that do. The rest are astonishingly blind. Excellent. The most important thing is that I've managed to persuade you. We still have a few precious hours to stop the disease from spreading. Just like Isidore Birac did a few years ago, we need to declare the state of emergency. But I can't do anything. Hands are tied. You have the authority. What's barring you from declaring a state of emergency and being proactive? The authority belongs to the triumvirate that is presided over by the patron, the head ruler. But now that Simon is dead, his place is vacant. Georgie and Vlad are too afraid that the old balance might shift. But these tragic events are reconfiguring the local power landscape. And if I declare a state of emergency at my own discretion, there will be a feud, civil strife. I need them to acknowledge me at least, to take further action. I need the Ogimski's money and the Kane's standing. I need Big Vlad's cunning and Georgie's energy. I also need their servants to follow my orders. Why won't they make concessions to you? It's glaringly obvious that every minute counts, else the town will die. What are they going to rule then? It's their damned infantilism. One of them is a greedy child, another is a whimsical one. They think that if they admit there is an outbreak in town, it will actually happen. But as long as they refuse to believe it, it simply doesn't exist. It's either megalomania or cunning calculation. What can I do to convince them? Find proof. Any proof. Immediately. While Ruben tampers with the body, he'll be busy with it for a long time, since he's not a professional. The initiative will be lost. Help me, Dankovsky. Find factual proof. Show it to them. And then they won't be able to deny the truth any longer. How? I've asked several people I trust for help. Perhaps they'll have offered to help you. Perhaps they'll have already offered to help you too. Some of them have sent word to me already. Furthermore, Anna, the current owner of the Willows, is positive that she knows how to find irrefutable proof of the outbreak. She needs a competent person to assist her. Fine, I'll speak to her. Okay, we've got somewhere. We've got something to go now. The conflict. That took way too long to get. I'm gonna have to hurry up. The ruling families should stand together in the face of a common threat. Cyberov should be granted the full extent of governing authority, but the families are not yet convinced that the plague is spreading. This obstacle is unsurmountable. It's not unsurmountable. However, if only I knew what it was that scared Anna Angel so much. Oh, let's head over to our place and see what kind of proof she can get us, or can lead us to. 9 AM. Check her house out. You ought to have something.
I used to sing every evening.
So what do you think? Is it unstoppable? I've started saving up pills. Tell me which ones work better. I've come on Sabirov's behalf. Real proof is required for the rulers to devolve their powers to him and begin cooperating. And you know where to find it, don't you? Incidentally, are you aware that no one believes you? Seems like Sabirov and Sabirov the Despo was the only significant person to have sided with you. He could have prevented the disaster, but it's too late now. What do you know, Angel darling? Has anyone found a disease hotbed? Disturbing rumors were heard from different districts all night. Mostly inconsequential, and mostly driven by everyone's fear of a man-eater, of the mob's crazed vigilantism. It's all rubbish, but I found several reports disconcerting. Which ones? They were brought to me by second-hand dealers. I've started saving up medicine, you know. Ah, never mind. Anyway, everyone's noticed an unusual silence and occasional strange animal behavior, especially that of dogs, about we have seen. And there were packs of rats too. The hunchback said that such things are often left unnoticed in the general panic. Yes, it does resemble the first signs of an outbreak, but silence could have been caused by fear. Dogs always get anxious when people... As for rats, there is a slaughterhouse nearby, isn't there? There were other signs too. Frightening scribblings and repulsive oily spots on walls here and there. Raspy breathing that could only belong to the giant lungs. We heard from by the silent houses. They say the Shabnak, the embodiment of the disease, breathing poisonous air, leaving her fat on walls as she walks by. Show me where these places are. The children know which houses are infected. There were 3 of them, 4 tops. You know what? Talk to Capella. The young old Gameskaya. Children are drawn to her like the moths to a flame. They tend to hang around everywhere and report everything. She's at the lump now. And tell her I will share my pills with the children. Okay, I'll talk to Capella. Stay here and don't go anywhere. No, she's not very far, is she? What's in this room? Smash mirror. What? In addition to tales of the man-eater, the streets are rife with rumors of strange places and suspicious houses. It occurs to me that the children, swarming in the gutters, and listening in from the shadows as we do, must lean on these places firsthand. It it may be worthwhile to speak to their confidant, Victoria Ogimskaya. Let's head over to Capella then.
The winter comes soon, I hope. It's the same power that my dear mother used to glimmer with.
Look at all this. If only my dear mother was alive. She'd take the reins of power in her hands. Even father would listen to her. But who is to take care of us now? Not Katerina, that's for sure. The mistress is too exhausted. Katerina's supposed to take care of you? Katerina's scared like a child herself. And I also think she's being tricked. Yes, her prophecies will come true just like it always has been. But they are becoming more and more noisy. Every word she utters comes across as a metaphor. Too bad I didn't know your mother. Yes, she had waves of warmth and power emanating from her. She held the whole town in her grasp like a giant bird protecting her fledgling. Not a single demon could invade our little community. I remember those happy times. People like her leave this world earlier than those who only live for themselves.
I used to go out in the night only to be found someplace new in the morning.
Bachelor Dankovsky, founder of Fanatica, an unexpected visit. Victoria, I need your help. But of course, how can I help you? Have you by any chance heard of anything unusual going on in the town? From the children perhaps? You must be aware that I am looking for Isidore's murderer. I was actually about to share this with you. Little kids come to me in flocks from throughout the town. They're all scared. Youngest are afraid of the Shabnak. The older ones tell me there's something wrong with certain houses. Who knows what's inside? I can see your intelligence is quite competent. Which houses are those? Children are lovely reporters. They remember all that's crucial to them in great detail, leave out everything else completely. As for this case, my friends have noticed a staggering amount of details, and yet they have forgotten to tell me the most important part. So I can only give you a rough direction to the area. Like it could ever be simple. Well, what details have they noticed then? Ones you would expect the least. Silence. Moaning chorus from below the ground. Lamentations from behind the windows. Dogs banding together into packs and eating soil. The unusual smell in the air, as if a stinking cloth was burned. Friend of a friend's friend hasn't come to an appointment. I see. So what do I do? How am I supposed to look at silent houses? It's in Earth, the troubled southern part of the town. You could use a guide down there. Find a boy named Sticky. He'll show you the houses that have fallen silent. He will tell you what is where, so that you don't get confused. Thank you. One more thing. Lara was looking for you. Needs your help with something. Everyone does. Seen her already. Right, so I gotta go all the way up there to see Sticky. Victoria told me of the dubious endeavours of Sticky, street urchin. Apparently, the little rascal is quite distressed by the yield of his own exploits. If I can get my hands on him, then maybe I can shake out the location of the Silent House. Alright, let's head over there then. Yeah, I have noticed that the dogs were doing weird things. Stop raining. I just noticed. What time is it? 9:39. How are we doing for food? Hunger? Exhaustion? I should do now. What's this? Oh, that's Isidore's house. Alright, here it is. Oh, not such as how this is. There's the lad.
I can barely stand. Am I sick?
Wanna see something fun? Sure. Look around. Some houses are already open for you. Others are open for everyone only under certain only under special circumstances. If a person dies, or when there's a wedding or something. Others are still only open to those who can find a creep hole in. And, well, I collect places like that. I made a map years ago. A year ago. Now there are so many marks on it that there's no room for houses. Hid in a house for about 2 hours once. The owners were there. They didn't notice me. Interesting.
So, I've seen this Haruspex. Didn't look too happy.
We're always talking about the Haruspex. Will you teach me to tell a person's expected lifespan by that pupil? They say you've seen the sign in the house. I've seen it alright. Shouldn't have done that. Hey, can you check me? You know, like you doctors do, just in case. Although, they say if you get sick, you can feel it straight away. Feels as if someone was pouring boiling tar straight into you. Yeah. No fever? You're fine. So you've sneaked into infected houses. Which ones? One's really close by, just across the yard. That's one for you could replace, alright. All hot and smeared with bloody fat. There. They say bloody mold was crawling up from walls during the first outbreak too. Like a scab. This is rubbish. A scab? On the stone walls? I know what I'm talking about. That thing's carrying the disease. That's why it's so creepy. What if it crawls further? No one cares. The guys tried to tell them. They see blood leaking from under a door. That's where Amara, a Shrapnek, has had a feast. But no one believes them guys. Is it better nothing? Is it better never than late or never? Is it better never than late or something? Alright, I'll go check. I have to enter the silent house if I am to confirm that the disease that killed Simon is spreading. Who other than the Bachelor Dankovsky is qualified to make that kind of verification to local authorities? Of course I must be careful. Ruben told me that the local drugstores are running out of immune system medication. Okay, that's 10 AM. So there should be a house nearby with scabs on something. But which one is? We'll have to find it ourselves. Well, they do stand out a ton, so we'll find it soon enough. Could be one of these ones. Something. There it is. No mistaking it. That thing's got scabs all over. That's our silent house. Okay. How do we get in? Where's the door? Hang on a minute. That's Isidore's house. Yeah, shit. It's his house. I guess we could go in now. Right, let's save here. Okay. Who is it? Is that a person? Will you help me? What's wrong with you? Can't you see me? It's so hot. It hurts. My head is about to burst. Blood is curdling in my veins. I'd scream, but I don't want children to. There are no children here. I keep hearing children's voices. Girls are crying. Boys laughing. We mustn't scare them. Don't tell them. And don't let them in. Be delirious, there is no one here. Don't come close, we are dying already. I told my sisters not to go outside, but they're shambling around the house. Alright, hold on, I'll get help. Just don't kill us. Don't kill them if they ask you for help. Their mind is clouded with pain. We can't even find each other. We're only praying. Don't come close to them. Step away from me too. I'll be back. Take the key. Be able to find the open door if we lose consciousness. Hold on. Yeah, this place is fucked. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. Oh, shit. That's fucked up. Go away. I'm out of here. Shit. Fuck. Shit. Okay. Oh, what is this house? That's the nature of our filth. And of the inflammation of our covered with a woman's body. If the rulers require proof, and this is it. Present to Sabarov with the key. A grisly memento that unlocks the secrets contained within this deceased place. Oh. Let's head back to Sabarov then. We have our proof. Like, if that house isn't proof enough, then, you know, fuck them, they can die.
No, I can't stand it much longer.
I'm listening, Bachelor. Found proof, Governor. Here is the key to a house where several people are dying in agony, waiting for anyone willing to examine them. Will that be enough? I have already received a report of your spectacular success. News of your deeds precede you. Now I want you to personally convey your opinion of what you have witnessed to Kane and Ogimsky. Then we can consider your mission complete. I'll do that. Should be simple then. My hypothesis is true. However two-faced the powers that be may be. Their information was correct. There is an outbreak of a highly contagious disease in town. Georgie Kane and Vlad Ogimsky are at the head of their ruling families. They will need to be notified before anything, and I could take up my duties. We'll head to Ogimsky first since he'll be closest, and then we go to Simon or Georgie Kane. Simon Kane is dead. I don't know why I was... See if we can buy some stuff from the children. I think we've got a good amount of tools and stuff. Shotgun shells, but I don't need... No, you ain't got nothing. Some pistol ammo would be nice. Or a lockpick. But I don't really have a need for a lockpick right now. There we go. Pistol revolver ammo. Buy one. I'll also get some rifle ammo, I guess, while I'm... Yeah, those are busted now. I can't get water from those, only get them from barrels.
I can't breathe. Not enough air.
See what you've done, Doctor. You won't be able to leave this place now. The town is blocked off. I've transferred my powers over to Savarov. He didn't hesitate to express his gratitude by assigning me to the position of an attendant. Now I'm in charge of equipping and maintaining infirmaries. I'm sure the train is not any line of communication with the rest of the world. It is. The station is shut off. But it will be reopened when a regular freight train arrives. It will definitely be. That's when we will discuss how to snatch ourselves a vehicle. Thank you, but I have no plans to leave her at the moment, especially no illegal plans. Pity. Wanted to ask a favor of you in return, but I will do that later. Later. I want you to get to know your new allies better, the Kanes and Savarovs. Otherwise, it will be less dramatic. We will have an opportunity to come to an agreement. Vlad Orgimsky agreed to delegate his authority to the head of the Savarov family. Now we need to speak to Georgie Kane.
He's a brave man, this Haruspeks, worthy of Isidor's name.
I feel guilty for having misled you, dear Bachelor. Forgive this old man. I thought your ignorance of our local affairs would mystically skew the circumstances in your favor. Forgive me if I was wrong. There is no unexpected news to be heard, is there? No. The disease is spreading around the town already. It is necessary that we urgently appoint mid-level executive. Get all the doctors and hospital attendants. Let Sabirov take care of that. After all, he was the one to demand emergency powers from us, which were granted. I've already sent all of my men to assist him, as well as an appreciable amount of money to further his administrative activity. We don't have any doctors or hospital attendants. Only man that knows something about medicine is currently examining my brother's body. It's strange that there's been no news from him so far. We need to send someone after him. What about you? What are you going to do? We will fight till the very end. I will personally persecute those who would dare describe this disease as some kind of preordained divine retribution. I will attack anyone who would say Simon got what he deserved. Finally, I will not allow anyone to say that what Simon has built by ceaseless labor is subject to inevitable destruction. Retribution for what? Sooner or later, the one who dares challenge the mechanics of nature will pay the price. But this is something we'd want to believe, isn't it? This is a conclusion drawn by people who tend to stake their exhaustion with wisdom. However, an echo would sometimes grow to become deafening noise. If people keep saying we are doomed, they might well bring about our extinction. What now, Judge? We are not that different from each other, dear Bachelor. I am grateful for everything you've done for us. I appreciate the risk you took to help us, and I am much obliged for the disheartening conclusion you have reached. No matter what you are going to do, you can count on our full support. The reward we have promised you will be duly delivered. Victor will make all the necessary arrangements. Thank you, Judge. I must take my leave. That's Georgie Kane agreed to delegate his authority to the head of the Sabirov family. They are in concordance with one another. Not a moment too soon. I can go back to Alexander now, for I still have to present my official papers to him and discuss my further authority. I am bound by the powers of my word. Whichever shape the enemy assumes, the substance of our confrontation remains the same. So now both Oginski and the Kanes have given their powers to the Sabirovs. Let's go to Victor and get that reward. If he's willing to give it to us.
That does it. I'm going to break soon.
Okay, he hasn't got anything. Let's head back to the Sabirov then. I think we're making good time. Bit of a slow start of the day, but we've got things pretty much sorted out for the most part. Soon we should have daily quest done, and then we can look around for other tasks. I remember, I think someone told us that Lara wanted to see us, even though we already had seen her. But she might have something else.
Yes.
I have received express messages from Kane and Orgimski. No one will dare interfere with my choices now. We are declaring quarantine. We will create an anti-epidemic operational headquarters. I plan to assign ourselves to be supervisors. Myself because it is my duty. You because that would be fair. We must fight shoulder to shoulder. Do you agree? It is my direct duty now as well. From now on, infected districts will be blocked off. No one will leave this town until the situation is resolved. You will be allowed access to any and all areas of the town. Neither Kane nor Orgimski would have any right to stop you. You will have to provide the population clear instruction. Be careful about it. It is not my place to mentor you. How are you planning to block the district? I will recruit volunteers. We will pick trustworthy ones, people of good standing, family men with good reputation. I will grant them the widest range of authority. They will thwart with violence or loot. They will also stop any attempts to. Where and when can I be armed? Here. Take good care of it. Firearms are rare in this town. If you need a gun, your best bet will be looking for it on the black market. Some townsfolk may make shit. Make shit. Yeah, make shit. Outdated or prohibited guns. I'm sure that those who do will want to use them sooner or later. That is how we'll find them. But I have almost none at hand. That is truly regrettable. Thank you for this anyway. We already have a gun. Found. On first date. Oh, this new one we can sell. Do what you think is apt. I only ask two things of you. First of all, take good care of yourself. Drink, eat, sleep. Be careful. I'm afraid many will take advantage of the situation to either settle all accounts or fulfill their hidden agendas. Secondly, spare those lives that can be spared. Thank you for the advice, although I must admit it's rather useless given the situation. And that's it. That's the daily quest done. For the time being, the power struggle between the ruling families has ceased. They have appointed Alexander Sabirov as governor and granted him full civil and judicial control over the town. As such, he has declared a state of emergency. They will quarantine the town. And now everyone is looking to me to suggest a further course of action. Alright, relax a bit. Let's see. Head over to see what Yuli's got to say, if anything. And then go to Lara, see if they have anything. That's one weight off my shoulders now. It took nowhere near as long to do as day one's quest. It's not even 1 PM yet.
Prices are rising so quickly. Any kind of inheritance would come in very handy these days.
What is going on in the town? I wish I could go out and see for myself. Nothing good, believe me. Okay, I've got nothing to say there. I'm not seeing anything. I don't remember what that time means. It's 1 PM now.
I think I'm fading. My clothes are worn into holes.
There's panic everywhere. Prices are rising by the hour, not to mention that we haven't received any provisions in several months. Shops are empty. People are eager to buy anything at exorbitant prices. Everyone is trying to prepare themselves for the epidemic. I can't believe my ears. Someone has admitted that I am right. Yeah. We need to buy emergency rations, a lot of them. It will be a challenge even today. But I fear tomorrow, it will simply become infeasible. How much do you need? Need a lot. I want at least 12 people to be able to survive for a month in the house without that will become a shelter. Minimal expenses, of course. My friends and those who helped me set up a place will be accepted in. What did you do to make that happen? I've collected all the money I could find. I sent couriers on a shopping mission, trying to find the best prices. Now I need to collect the most important donations. From the Canes and Orgimsi. Julia agreed to make a donation to I want to see them now. Then I'll join this crazy shop rush. You're not going anywhere. It's a general rule, Lara. Those who stay in, survive. Those who go around shopping, die. Get it? I do. But I'm used to doing everything myself. I don't really have a choice right now. I will make the purchases. I have a lot of walking to do it today anyway. Tell me what you need. I need to collect Vlad the Younger's, Yulia's and Maria Kania's donations. Tell them that you are acting on my behalf. We need to find the best prices and buy as much bread, smoked meat and fish as possible. Only the products that don't go bad quick. You'll need to take it all to the House of the Living. I'll show you where it is. What a place to name the house. Is that what you're calling? Is that what you're calling your future shelter? Lovely name. Thank you. I don't think that was that was a bit of sarcasm. I think. And forgive me for burning you with time-consuming and mundane errands, but one day a lot of people will be very thankful that we've managed to take care of the vital issues beforehand. I know. Let's do a lot of walking then. We need to go to Vlad the Younger, Maria Kana, and Yulia. Well, we're close to Yulia, so let's go to her first. Then we need to go food shopping.
Who will take care of us?
I've come on Lara Ravel's request. Oh, true. She did say that she needed to buy some provisions, stock of drinking water and whatnot. And couriers have offered their services already. Then there was this profiteering peddler who visited. Mind boggles to think that all this hullabaloo caused by the death of one single man. There is an epidemic hazard. Disease we are about to face is likely to be trouble them. One man's death has nothing to do with it. There's a water tax, hang on. I need a drink for this one. You amaze me, Bachelor. Did you not make fun of the Shabnak rumors yesterday? Mind you, there was some factual basis for all the hearsay. A lot of people don't have the faintest idea of what kinds of life may be found deep in the steppe. They don't even know what kind of people live there, what kind of food, what kind of effigies they make out of clay. They Neither do you, to be fair. Still, don't hesitate a moment to accept a rumor of an epidemic. Veritable truth. Is the concept of the disease that much more familiar to you than that of a man-eating abomination made of clay? It's simply because my head is screwed on right, damn it. Do you trust Ruben's opinion? And what exactly does Ruben say? Did he release the results of his research yet? No. This is most surprising. Haven't seen him since we last spoke. Even though he said he would come. Why would he go into hiding? Where did he take the body he was examining? After all. Why would he be so intent on avoiding any contact with you? Okay, now I'm confused. That's making it complicated, didn't it? Let us go back to more pressing matters then. Here, take the money. I'm not so eager to give everything I have to alleviate the outbreak, because I've yet to see any proof that the outbreak is real. But I am well aware of the reality of Lara's drastic circumstance. I will embrace the opportunity, however slim. Hopefully, it's part of the money. Purposes other than shelter she has conceived of. This is exactly the kind of blindness that kills people during emergency. Thank you for your donation. There's a fuck you and a thank you in the same sentence. That's one way to go about it, but I mean... yeah, she is asking for it. Now we need to head over to Vlad. Young Vlad. Oh, would it be faster to go to Maria, Kane? It would be faster to go to Maria first. Such intense wind. I never did notice this paint. Did look at this painting last time I went.
I'm feverish. What? Why can't I move on my own?
You're giving me a stony stare. Something wrong? Are you disappointed? Laura wanted to meet you to collect the donations for our house of the living. I prohibited her from going outside. I strongly advise you against doing so. Yes, I'm giving her my personal savings. I tried to persuade my father to spare some money from the family funds. He still refused to believe in the outbreak. That is just the family line at the moment. Why do you believe me? Me? I'm just not questioning anything. I'm not allowed to. You want to know why I decided to give Lara my savings? I'll tell you this. That is because I'm compelled to. By the way, have you found the proof that you were looking for? Fortunately, I have. Tell my father about it as soon as possible. If it isn't too late, tell him that I ordered to donate some money to Captain Ravel's daughter for the foundation of a shelter. Captain Ravel. For the foundation of a shelter. He won't refuse. He will probably offer to donate some himself. I was planning to speak to your father in any case. 1,000 monies. We're rolling in it right now, but it's gonna get spent on bread and other things. Victor K News.
That does it. I'm going to break soon.
Can I help you? Lara Ravel is trying to set up a shelter where people could hide from the disease. She needs money. Your daughter has asked you to help. Is that so? So the canny bound are preparing for the epidemic already. Lara Ravel. She's the executed captain's daughter, isn't she? I don't know. Indeed, and Lara is a generous and selfless girl with a tragic fate. I will support her, of course. I'll send her some money tomorrow. I have come here at her behest. I'm afraid that every minute counts in a situation we find ourselves in. The shops are running out of food as we speak. We must urgently buy the little that's left. Prices are growing rapidly. I see. Right now, I can only give you some of the little we have left. Our family's funds are exhausted. I regret it, but that is directly related to my brother Simon's examination and burial. Thank you. It's 5,000 monies right there. But we are rolling in it. 17,000. Check that out. And that's not even the last of it. We got some more coming in. Check that out. We're making money. Well, we're gonna lose most of it as we go buying all the fucking bread and shit. Now I need to head over to Vlad the Younger. PM.
Simon died on his own. That much is certain.
We'll have to figure out how to keep on living. I've come at Lara Ravel's room. Yes, I remember the arrangement. Here's what I can personally donate. It is a pity I can't extort a nicer sum from my father. And he'd be convinced somehow. It's no use even trying. Really? Why? He has his own opinion on the matter. I think he accepts that you might be right. He accepts it, but he won't admit it. See the difference? Obviously, getting solid proof is disadvantageous to him for some reason. Not to mention that it would immediately cause him expenses. I can see the difference, but I don't understand the game he's playing. I'm not going to discuss that. I can only sympathize with you, advise you against disturbing my father. This question. I don't like this. 4,000 money. Right, so now we gotta go to the shops now. What do we need? Bread, dried fish, and smoked meat. 3 of each. Let's see if we can find some shops then. Oh, exhaustion is getting up there. That is to be expected. It's getting around that time. I feel like we must have walked past at least a couple of doors. Hang on. Yeah, we must have walked past like a bunch of doors or something. They aren't marked on the map, so kind of had to wander around instead of find them. I think there might be a food shop around here somewhere. Yeah, there is one. I don't remember there one being around here. There being one around here. Give me all of your bread. And your dried fish. And your smoked meat. That is expensive. Holy shit. Yikes. Can afford it, but do we really want to? My cabbage prices. We could sell the lockpick, because I don't really plan on using that. That should cheapen the blow a bit. And the rifle ammo. Don't want to sell the other revolver yet. I want to save that. Not a tourniquet. That whole the that one. So we have 2 loaves of bread, 1 dried fish, 1 smoked meat, and more. Yeah, we need 3 of each, so let's go find another shop. How are we doing for hunger? Doing alright. It's now 3 PM. There's one. Right. That's expensive. Still. We have to. Let's sell the milk. Alright, so that brings us to 3. We need 1 more. 1 more shop. There's one. Oh. Just dried meat, smoked meat. No stomach loop. Lost for that one. Alright, let's head back to Lara now. Apparently that'll last 12 people a whole month. I would like to see them try. That's gonna be a stretch for 'em. Oh shit! I completely forgot about this window. Ah, I remember now. Ah shit, yeah. This is where you get your letters. Ah fuck, that's a lot of reading. Ah shit, I don't know if I want to read all of these. Ah fuck, I remember now. I was running away. Ah. Okay, now I know where to look from. Okay, yeah. Alright, so we need to go. I'll go deliver the stuff to Lara, then I'll go read through all the letters. Ah. I was wondering what that sign was. I knew I was missing something. There we go.
My heartbeat is uneven. I'm sick at heart.
Here's what you've asked for. Is that all you've managed to buy? Yeah. You need to bring it over to the empty house in the flank. I've showed you the way before, remember? Huh? You haven't shown me the way at all. What are you on about? Some crazy woman. Jesus. Okay. It's just like right next to Ogimsky. Let's go walk over there. Drag my feet. Well, now we know that Eva Yan also wants to see us, so that might be the other daily. The other task for. Or something. Oh, there's a fucking food place right there. Absolutely wonderful. Alright, help yourself. Prices have indeed soared beyond reason. Even so, I have to get the provisions to the shelter. It's a necessity. Any price is a small sacrifice. Pinging me. Stop talking to me. Nana, go away. Stop sending me things about can't see headrests. I don't care about them. I think this is the house. Yeah, this is the house. They had to choose such a shitty fucking house for it, didn't they? Okay. Hello, Executor. Everyone's dead here, see? No one knows why. Perhaps it's an echo of yesterday's vendetta. We're a bit at a loss about this loss ourselves. Is this loss? What am I supposed to do with the provisions? The dead have no use for it. Give your offerings to Lara. Wasn't it she that asked you to bring food? She wanted to call her shelter the house of the living, didn't she? Wait, is she supposed to refashion her own home into a Lazar house now? She won't need it anymore anyway. Lara only has a few days left. You persuade her to make the most of them. What? Is she gonna die? How should we know? We are not the ones in danger here. We only know one thing for certain. It won't take long. We have nothing to do with it. Who does then? That will become very obvious very soon. Hurry, or poor Lara will die of starvation. I will find a way to get you. Just you wait. This house. Oh shh. Yeah, the plague was starting to kick in there. Let's not have that. Good thing it didn't get us. There's gonna be a lot more houses like that in the coming days. And we'll have to go through a lot of them just to get fucking supplies. This game becomes pure suffering. It's already getting to the point. PM. We still need to see Eva. I still need to read through over. I'll read through all the letters before the end of the day. We're getting to that point now. Yeah, she hasn't got long left apparently.
Haruspex was offered 100,000 for his inheritance. He refused.
I've obtained the rations, but there are very odd orderlies standing by the house directs at me at. They are using theatrical masks and costumes as disease protection. Yeah, I'm stumbling a bit. As far as I understood, yes, I know. The House of the Living would have to be relocated here. Remember that you are always welcome at the shelter. We will preserve the stock, distributing the food in small portions. You will make it. I hope it all ends soon. Though, I will always be able to find a room and board at your place. You will. Take this as a reward too. These are nuts. I've been given some today. It's great luck. They must have come from an old cat. You know how to use them? Crack them before eating? What else am I supposed to do with nuts? No, don't eat them. Lots of them. Our children would turn themselves inside out for these nuts. Keep that in mind, especially if you want to barter for something dangerous. Why do they value nuts so highly? It's an old game. A child takes a nut and sends it on all sorts of adventures. At some point, adults took all the nuts away from the kids. They thought the game provoked them to do something risky themselves. The most wonderful thing is that the children remember almost every nut in the town by heart. That's fucked up. What, does each one of them have a story of its own or something? I think so. Well, anyway, it's pure treasure. Treasure these nuts. Check that out. We got a little nut collection going on. Oh, and is that a yo, that's a lens. We can use that to upgrade our plague finder, which we haven't had to use yet, but we will do soon. Now, Eva Young wants to see us. He's got a task for. I'm getting stuck on. Fuck.
What?
Is it true? The thing you found out. You don't have to comfort me. Just tell me if it's true. Is there a hope that you're wrong? I've learned a lot of things in the past couple of days that I would have never considered to be true before. The sand dirt. Is it true? Has Simon died of the sand pest? My colleague Ruben suspects as much. But we need to run away from here, Daniel. Immediately. Even if we have to move exclusively by foot. Hopefully my Steam balance stops pending tonight so I can buy inside. I could buy Insurgent C. It took me a moment to figure out what you were saying, man. That's even if we have to move exclusively by foot, we need to go now. We will die in the step. Of course. But at least it won't be as excruciating. Fine, I'm sick of this place anyway. When is the train leaving? No, I can't leave. I can't leave either. but I can help you leave. No, I won't leave this place without you. But we can't stay here. Not afraid of death, you know. I once jumped off a building site and only survived by a miracle. But I don't want to die of this. Please, let us all leave. You've only known me for a few hours. Actually, no. Tell me how we can get away from here. A freight train full of meat, leather, and raw materials departs from a station every month. Women of the kin bid it farewell and sorrowful songs and mourning. That's for ritual. Curious, I'd have to have a look at it. Living people are forbidden to get on the train. The only person allowed to come aboard is the deaf and dumb Odong driver. Only he can guide the train through the steppe. I came here without any additional ritual. I am planning to leave this place in the same fashion. But you haven't touched the bull meat train. It is an entirely different thing. Can we bargain with the driver? No, he's deaf and dumb. Moreover, he's not quite a man. His position is sacred to him. There is a way out, though. I think I know of a man who could intimidate even a deaf and dumb Odong. Who is it? Andrew Stammerton, the architect. He is a very menacing and strong man. He treats me in a slightly condescending manner, but you can speak to him on my behalf. I won't refuse. And I think even Andrew doesn't want to rot of a sand plague. Okay, I'll relay your request to him. Let's head over to the pub then. Owned by Andrew Stammerton. I was mistaken there. I previously said that Peter Stammerton was the architect. No, it's Andrew. One of it. Sand plague is... it's a plague. It's the plague that's about to strike the town. It's not really clear what the sand plague is just yet. PM. Is this allowed on Twitch? There's my man.
How's my brother? Any news on him?
I see the dust of my beloved capsule on this man's feet. Ta-da! You must have been... I bet you must have met me. Wait a second. The uni? Were you juggling knives on the table? Ah. Remember the time when we got the better of those bastards, eh? And you sat there all quiet. When the tables went down, you grabbed the shooter. Yeah, I remember. Very brave of you. Those were the days. Look at me now. Those were the days indeed. Benkovsky, in case you've forgotten, and you are Andrew Samerton, sentenced to death in 4 countries at your service. Rejoice and sing, those of you who are not looking for me to die. I'd sing, but a single voice, even if it is singing, doesn't change much. I am luckier than you. I have a beloved brother. You guys must be quite attached to each other. Twins are the 2 sides of a single person. Each of them pulls in their own direction. Each sees their own side of things. I hope to see you 2 side by side someday.
Seems like Haruspex is planning to distill Twirin. Fast learner.
Sit. Take a load off your feet. Eva wants to free the town before it's too late. She said only you can make that happen. Lee? I am the world. Have yesterday's murders scared her so much? No one will dare lay a finger on her. Kid are more dangerous than a steppe spirit is at large. There will be an epidemic, Andrew. Ruben told me that it's called the sand pest. Does it ring any bells? What? Is that what Ruben said? Bullshit. 5 years ago it spread like fire in a dry forest. Burak managed to grab it by the tail back then. If it were the sand plague again, drama queens would have spread it all over the place yesterday. The town would have been crowned for their dead men by today. Really? On the other hand, Eva is somewhat right. Yeah, it is time to leave the place. Yesterday's ordeal was disgusting. The fight for the throne is about to begin. I don't want to see its consequences. Can't stay here any longer. With us. So we're leaving. My brother agrees, of course. I am obviously not going anywhere without him. I will speak to him. Go back to Let's run. I should flee the town while I still can. Andrew Starleton, the architect from the capital, is the man who can help me escape. A man of class. It was a pleasure to meet someone of my own standing here. And it would be twice the pleasure if he would agree to join me and leave this place together. It is nothing short of remarkable that the creator of the Cold Hall turned out to be my former university peer. Nonetheless, I doubt he would ever go anywhere without his brother. That is very true. Fucking ladder, I hate it.
Truth is foundation. and the reason of the perfection of beauty, old boy.
Your brother suggests that we leave this place, that we escape this place. Escape? This place? Is he out of his mind? A plague is about to break out here, the local sand plague strain to be more precise. There are no medical records of it. However, you seem to have had the pleasure of witnessing it in action. I don't care. My body is so full of twirling that no disease will ever be able to even approach, let alone touch me. Same with my brother Andrew. Unless he gets it from wenches. No, I am not leaving this place. Why? Can't you see what I've managed to build here? Where else would I be allowed to do something like this? Everything that I have ever called my purpose has been brought to life in this town. For now, I have no reason to leave it. I haven't finished my observations yet. I'm close to figuring it out. What are you talking about? You wouldn't understand. You've never built anything. You're wrong. I've built Fanatica and created the groundbreaking theory of human immortality. In that case, forgive me. But then it's puzzling you don't understand me. You're prepared to risk your life for your life work, aren't you? Yes, of course I am. Peter is completely off his rocker. His mind is too clouded with twirling for him to consider the consequences of his actions. Does he seek this self-bedazzlement on purpose? How can I possibly come to terms with such an obstinate man? Well, I guess, speak to Andrew and see what he about this.
Seems like Haruspex is planning to distill Twirin. Fast learner.
Peter doesn't believe me either. What's wrong with you people? How can I persuade him? And rightly so. Take a look around. You should have seen what the crude sprawl looked like during the outbreak. The houses that Barak had locked up were literally in agony. The walls swollen with boils, windows covered in scarlet mold. There were blisters everywhere. Blood mixed with ichor was flowing from the chimneys. That's how it was. Metaphors. No, I'm not being metaphoric, these are the facts. There was moaning and howling all over Earth, moaning louder than the morning siren of the works. The tormented were screaming so loudly glass would break in the windows. And it all happened over the course of several hours. That is what the sandpest is, so knock your bullshit off. Okay, what can persuade Peter? Convincing discovery supported your theory could help you. The outbreak has left a dreary impression on Peter. He's been heavily into Twirin since then. There is no sand plague in town, so... Poor you. Tell Eva that her plan fell through because of Peter. Perhaps it will comfort her. I'll look for this discovery of yours. Okay, let's see. Where could we, What could we do to solve this? Hmm. Six PM. Right, let's talk to Eva about this.
It's so quiet around now.
Andrew has agreed, but he won't leave without Peter. Peter doesn't want him to go anywhere. I'll try to persuade him, but I don't think I'll succeed. Mario would do much better though. Think she may agree to help? Is there no other way? I don't think I should discuss our escape with Maria Kana. Why? Or is she... Ah, no, okay. Do you have any real proof of the forthcoming outbreak? I do. There's no other way. Talk to Maria. She's Nina's heir. The twins won't listen to anyone but her. Peter is so unpredictable. Maria knows how to clench his heart. One word from her will be enough for Peter to change his mind. I'll try. But talk to Maria then. I should probably see if I can do this without outright saying that we're planning on escaping. Because I can't imagine she'd be into the idea. I have to choose words carefully here. Hunger's getting up. Exhaustion's getting way up there. That's that should do us for now. I'll have to sort out exhaustion after this. Oh, we can sleep it.
Great souls are not those who have fewer passions and more virtues than the common, but those only who have greater designs.
Tell me, Maria, do you have any influence on Peter Stanton? He has a greater influence on me. Why do you ask? Why? Your questions are very indiscreet. You've only known me for 1 day, and Daniel. I've known you for a little longer. Curiosity will be sated in a little while. Allow me to torture you with obscurity for now. On the other hand, it's very simple. He's a genius. Really, he must be constantly exposed to vicious hatred. Why? For a structure on the other side of the river. People never hate geniuses more passionate than they crave them. Some would kill Peter. The rest are probably quietly suffering seeing sink his talent in Twire vodka. See, why did you ask about Peter? I've come to know him recently, that's all. You know, Saburov hates Peter. He wants to get back at him for something. I must protect him. If only Saburov seizes the power he's so hopelessly trying to obtain, Peter will be the first to stand at the bone's stake. Curious. You know, this gave me an interesting idea. Because the last thing I want for him is to die. It would appear that the possession of authority is not enough for Saburov. He doesn't just want to hold all the power. He wants to use it to its full extent. Would he be able to resist the temptation of settling a personal support? I should definitely share these thoughts with Peter. The feeling I just stumbled upon that part I fucked up on in my first playthrough of Bachelor. I think I know what happened with that one. I'm not gonna say anything. So Saburov wants Peter dead. But if we take a look at my adherents, Peter needs to live. Any of these die, then I fail. So I need to keep them all alive, which means I need to go against Saburov and make sure Peter survives. Right, let's stop by here and buy some food. It's so expensive. Actually, those all help some. I'm gonna have to sleep for an hour, so I can have a bit extra time to work with before I pass out. Should be fine right now. Actually, I think I could go for a bit longer. Let's head to pizza. Because we can always sleep at Lara's place anyway. Let's save just in case. Upstairs we go. Stairs are way too tight.
What if he can mix herbs? Fancy that. A new brew can come out of this. A new, eh?
Haven't changed your mind, have you? No. I have news for you. This evening, Alexander Sabirov will become governor. Orgimsia and Kane are going to vest him nearly unrestricted powers to curb the epidemic that your brother and you refuse. Bloody hell. Are you sure about this? I am. What of Georgie? What does the judge say? Bloody hell. Does Sabirov become the judge now? You. Definitely. That's it. I'm a dead man. Luck would have it. It happens exactly when I'm about to create my truly glorious masterpiece. Fine. Let us go. So I'm telling Andrew you've agreed. Okay, we've got that done. Now we really need to watch the exhaustion meter. Jesus Christ. Fortunately, we just need to tell Andrew, and then probably Eva. And then we'll be good to go. I'll be the day done. It is now 9 PM. 7 PM, not 9 PM. That is getting so close. Is there anything we can get here that solve this? Coffee. That's pretty cheap and all. We could afford it. We haven't got any order. Twirin. Strong infusion of can alter the effects of infection. Earrings, we already have some. Flour. Right, let's get some coffee and use that for now. There we go, that's brought exhaustion down for a bit.
Why do you all come here to gawk at me?
Your brother has agreed. Well, don't let the door hit our asses on our way then. There are plenty more shitholes in this world. I might need a gun though. You have a weapon? I could use more. Right. Let's do the preparations separately then. Here's some money. Black market around here is run by a mongrel calling himself Bad Grief. Have you met the rodent already? No, I didn't have time for it. He resides in the northern warehouses, and so? You can always find human-killing stuff at Grief's. Now then, he'll obviously try to rob you as best he can, but you only need to say, Andrew is off to the kennel to him, and he'll change his tune immediately. He may even give you something for free. Okay, then what? Then you come back? Meanwhile, hey, I'll try to think of a way to get on Gugong's good side. Who's Gugong? One of the locals? A deaf and dumb train driver. Not quite human? Made of soil and bones, glued together with sticky blood, and inspired with thick Twirin. It's like Horder's step-brethren. I'd break his neck, but the engine wouldn't go anywhere without him. Don't you frown, I'll deal with him. That is fortunate. Right, so let's head over to Bad Grief now. Got 1,000 to buy something, I guess. I don't know what we could get for 1,000. That doesn't seem like a lot considering for a weapon, considering food is like over 1,000. Right, so we need to head up to the warehouses, which are just down here. There it is. These guys.
A part off sent to the well is broken at last.
Welcome, welcome, dear guest. Give the man something to drink. Let him grab a bite. Sit him down comfortably. Show our big city guest some respect, and don't let him out until I say otherwise. Enough. Wanna play cards? Dice? Stakes high in big city, but the game's pretty gritty. I like that. No. Since we've just met, Doc, you go in peace. For the first time and the last time. The next time, your exit will cost extra. Next time, it will be you begging me to come.
They're carving up the town. It's clear who's gonna bag the prize. The Kinds aren't getting back enough feet anytime soon, and Vlad keeps mum. Got a finger in the pie, that's for sure.
Dear men bring dire omens that will cost us dearly, dear Doc. I need a weapon, Grief. Everybody needs a weapon. Got $1 million? We'd even get you something to choose for $1 million. There ought to be a gun somewhere around, eh? Just one, pretty please? Well, everything has its price. $1 million? That's a price. That price tag befits artillery mortar, mate. Oh no, my lovely man. A mortar is a gift. It is. You can't go shooting them robbers in a dark alley with a mortar. Barker, on the other hand. But it will probably cost you more, even more dearly, dear Doc. Hand you us off to the kennel, Grief. That changes things. Take us one for free. But I ain't doing much shooting for too long. Shoot me fine. Hey, he's giving me bullets. Wrong way. Let's head back to Andrew. Give him this revolver. We've got 3 revolvers around.
Why are you standing there like a dummy?
Hang on a minute. Right. All set. We're armed. Okay. Let's meet by the station at 10 PM. Don't get too close to the engine room. I won't. Okay, so now we have some... Now we have some hours to burn. Oh, the lights just turned on. Alright, let's read through these. Peter has agreed to leave the town with us. I must let Andrew know in good time. I will leave him with the responsibility of sobering up his fibulous brother. I will need to find a gun and enough ammunition to last me through such a long and perilous journey, if I am ever to escape this place. Rumor has it that goods of this kind, the illegal kind, can be procured from the ringleader of the local outlaws. His name is Bad Grief. We have armed ourselves. This weapon will suffice to fight my hidden nemesis that stalks this place. Now I can return to Andrew. It is done. The only way out of town is to sneak through the quarantine. If we can make it to the railway station, we can escape. The meeting is set to happen at 10, an hour after dark. Alright. Well, I guess before we do all that, let's read through these letters. Isidore Baruch's message. My dear Bachelor Dankovsky, it was most disconcerting to learn that the powers that be have the intention of shutting down the laboratory that owes its fame largely to your research in the field of pathology. Is it true that your detractors have branded your studies scientifically stillborn? Rejoice, Bachelor, for there is an observable case that would call the obscurance that rejects the research of death, aging, and necrosis as a subject that lacks academic viability. This case, were you to document it, would go a long way towards restoring your reputation as a scholar. The subject in question is Simon Kane, who has ruled the town where I live for as long as I remember. This man's longevity transcends the boundaries of what is plausible. It is phenomenal, yes, no less. And I struggle to give an explanation of it with what scientific means I have at my disposal. Make no delay. There is a sensational discovery to be made. Breakthrough that will not only save your laboratory, but also revivify your studies and greatly increase your scientific renown. Your humble servant and faithful colleague, Isidore Barak. P.S. I spoke to Simon on your behalf, and he has kindly agreed to facilitate your efforts. Daring ideas and far-fetched projects are traditionally very well respected in our neck of the woods. A letter from a colleague in Fanatica. Daniel, I am writing this in a hurry, so do forgive the uncustomary brevity. Powers that be are closing in on us. They persecuted us before, as you know, but now they are set to utterly exterminate us. We may yet be able to persevere, but you, my friend, are in grave danger. It is almost as if your destination was chosen to be the place of your burial. They say there is some kind of disease in the town, a most lethal variety, perhaps plague itself. I have little doubt that the powers that be have set up your whole journey. Tell them that Vermin wants to get rid of you more than he wants to cease the outbreak. I wouldn't be surprised if it transpires that there are no medical personnel whatsoever in the town. They will use it as a pretext to delegate the whole mess of it to you. If this is the case, I urge you to keep out of trouble. Stay safe in it. Wait for the sanitary team. They will arrive sooner or later. Take care, my friend. If they tell you to engage the plague by yourself, refuse it. Even if your principals enjoin you to do otherwise, our research is what matters the most, and we will not be able to go on with it if you're dead. Yours, A. The body is isolated. Bachelor, the body has been isolated as far as I know. Reuben conducts the examination of it. Nevertheless, keeping in mind your discovery, I would advise you to see me abroad first thing tomorrow. There is a matter of crucial importance that we need to discuss. Alexander Saburov. And then, the letter from the powers that be. Bachelor Dankovsky. By what seems to be a very lucky coincidence, you have found yourself in a town that is wrought by some very worrying occurrences. Reportedly, there is an outbreak of dangerous disease in the vicinity. There is also an opinion that the outbreak is a falsification staged deliberately for the purpose of concealing a murder. In consideration of your outstanding analytical capability, we delegate the investigation to you. If there is an epidemic, it must be halted by any means necessary. You should collect as much information as you can, suppose, and then make a decision in line with your own professional ethics and moral beliefs. In order to implement your strategy, an inquisitor endowed with unrestricted authority will shortly arrive to join you. In the event that you are unable to curb the outbreak before their arrival, all power over the situation will be reassigned to them. Yes. It has come to our attention that you have recently requested permission to continue with your own research. The decision of whether or not such permission will be granted depends on the results of this assignment. Your success, therefore, has a bearing on your scientific reputation and your further academic career, Professor Talman. So, the powers that be are forcing us to go through this if we want our own scientific endeavors to survive. Pretty fucked up. Everything's working against us. Day 2. Not much to read there. Yeah. Sabarov's morning note. Bachelor, as I have already informed you, I have a request to make. It is a matter of the most importance. I will elaborate on the situation in detail as soon as you come see me in Varad. In the event you consider our requests to be outside your area of responsibility, I will have to contact someone else with this. However, there is little doubt in my mind that the incompetence of the volunteers I would recruit will result in them losing their lives. Alexander. Laura Raver's invitation. I have heard your discovery. I believe in you. Because of this, I need to make some urgent household arrangements. Please come to the shelter as soon as possible. Prices are rising by the hour. We need you to hurry. Yours, Ella. Eva's not. They told me what kind of a killer it was that you caught yesterday. Nobody believes you yet, but I will always believe anything you say. And since you may not possibly be wrong, we must escape. We must flee the town immediately. This very minute. Come back to the Stillwater, please. I am desperate to see you. Yeah. That's a lot of reading. That's a... let's rest for an hour or so. Now we must head over to the station, where the meeting will occur at 10 PM. I guess I'm supposed to wait around here or something. Because I don't think I'm supposed to... I'm guessing it'll be on this end and not over here. Let's save beforehand. Almost time. There it is. Let's see whereabouts it is, yes. Beyond this end. Okay, yeah, here it is. Bachelor Dankowski, sir? I'm under the orders to stop you by any and all means necessary. No one is allowed to leave the town. This is the order from the emergency Plenty to put. Okay, I'm not even gonna bother. You moron. The emergency thingy is me. Make way. Oh shit. Okay, we died. I fucked up. Good thing we saved. Yeah, good thing we saved. Fashion dog, yeah. Those are dog heads. They're just children wearing dog masks. Alright, we should be a bit more prepared this time. What's my health at? Let's do another save here. Ah, he's fucking... Ah, shit. My reputation has gone down with shit now, but you know. We have ammo. That should make Yeah, the combat isn't exactly the high point of the game. I need to use some... Well, now what do we do? Our attempt to flee the town has failed. Someone compromised our plan, and the patrolmen have blockaded all possible routes out of the town. Okay, well that's that done then. We can quickly make back the reputation just by killing some robbers once we get to them. Let's head back to Eva Yan's place. Everyone's still alive, yep. I'm kind of tempted to see if we could do that differently. I'm just gonna load the save before. I want to see if I can just like cancel it and say, alright, give up. And then I could keep all the bullets. Fine, you win. Yep. The outcome would have been exactly the same. Just without a loss of reputation. At the end of the day, nothing ever happened. And but we still need to keep an eye on Peter Stalaton, because he's in danger. Our hero, Vigilante. Yep. It's me. A Batman with a gun. Ah, shit. Not so fast. I used way too many bullets on that thing. I need to stop using the gun. Flat of a knife. How many bullets am I on now? 4, yeah. Okay. Alright, we need to eat some food. I think I bought some. Let's eat the dried meat. Then we can sleep. 6 hours. I should deal with the exhaustion.
The day is over. Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theatre.
Alright, let's head over to the theatre and check that out. See how things are doing. Everyone is still alive right now. Good, good. Still got time. Let's just right around the corner anyway.
The rulers had to accept something was wrong. The terrifying discoveries have convinced them. One of them managed to curb the family feud.
Bad news. The governor will abuse his power, and the rest won't let him get away with this. Nothing's changed.
The town was placed in quarantine. From now on, the infected districts will be locked down, and no one will be able to leave until the situation is resolved.
Well, it won't be. They won't figure it out.
Alright, that was today's theatre
My
performance.
condolences to the new governor.
I think I'm going to call it a day there, because I am tired. 5:15, day 3. How long have I been streaming for? About 3 hours 11 minutes. Pretty much same as yesterday. Yeah. Thank you everyone who's stopped by. I'll see you tomorrow, I guess. I probably won't be doing this again tomorrow. Yeah.